Kia ora tamariki mā. I'm glad I raided the school library before we went into lockdown. Here's Wolf Child by Susan Gates. Small Wolf liked being a wolf. He liked doing all the things wolves do. He stayed up late to howl at the moon. He wolfed down his food. He scratched himself whenever he felt like it, and he slept in a messy cave full of bones. He sniffed at smelly things, he piddled against trees. Small Wolf thought being a wolf was great. Then one dark night, something very weird happened. He saw a shooting star with a fiery tail. It seemed to fall to earth beside him. It lit him up with a strange blue glow. Small Wolf said to himself, "Oh, I feel a bit funny." Suddenly, he started to change. His hairy paws became smooth hands. His 10 long claws became 10 pink fingernails. His ears and tail started shrinking. Then he stood up on 2 legs. He looked at himself in the forest pond. "Oh no," he said, "I've changed into a boy." Small Wolf had no idea what boys did. He crept up to a house to see if he could find out. There was a boy inside, and his mum and dad were talking to him. Small Wolf listened very carefully. "Children are supposed to wash behind their ears and tidy their rooms," the boy's mum was saying in a strict voice, "and change their socks." "Socks," thought Small Wolf. "I'd better get some of those." "Children must never ever wolf down their food," the boy's dad was saying. "Yes, and they're not supposed to fidget," added the boy's mum. "Boys should sit still and be quiet. Boys should have lovely manners." "So that's what boys do," thought Small Wolf. "Wow, now I'm a boy, that's what I must do too." And he grabbed some socks from the washing line and other clothes to keep warm and hurried off home. He went back home to his wolf mum and dad, who gave him a good sniff. They looked amazed. "Are you really our son?" "Yes, it's really me," said Small Wolf. "This star thing came from outer space. It changed me into a boy. But don't worry, I know exactly what to do." And he began tidying up their messy cave. "But we like our cave messy," said Mrs. Wolf. "Well, I'm a boy now," Small Wolf told her, "and children are never messy." Small Wolf started doing all the other things that he'd heard boys are supposed to do. He stopped wolfing down his food and took tiny nibbles. He even told his dad off. "Must you wolf down food like that? You should never gobble. Disgusting." And he told his mum off. "Mum," he said sternly, "do stop sniffing at pongy things and scratching yourself. Where are your manners?" He washed behind his ears twice a day. "Dad," he scolded, "did you remember to wash behind your ears? Boys never forget." Blah, blah. And he never ever fidgeted. "Mum," he nagged, I just saw your tail twitch. You should always sit still." He wouldn't even join in when his mum and dad howled at the moon. "Parents," he ordered them, "do stop that frightful row. You shouldn't be so noisy." This was the last straw. His parents couldn't stand it a second longer. They went to see Wise Old Wolf. "We've got this big problem," they said. "Our son has changed into a boy. It's a nightmare. He tells us off all day long. Is that what boys are really like?" Mrs. Wolf asked the Wise Old Wolf. How did their parents put up with it? There, said the Wise Old Wolf to Mum and Dad. "He even wants a toilet in our cave," added Mr. Wolf. "I've begged him and begged him, but he refuses to piddle up trees any more. We want our wild wolf son back," they both complained. Said the Wise Old Wolf. "This is a tricky problem." He thought for a long time. At last he said, "It's a long shot, but I've got this magic bone somewhere." He found the magic bone and blew the cobwebs off it. "I haven't used it for a long time." "Magic bone," said Mr. Wolf, frowning. "Are you kidding me? Will it really work?" "I've seen it change wolves back into people, but I haven't got a clue if it changes boys back into wolves," admitted the Wise Old Wolf. "I'll try anything," cried Mrs. Wolf, snatching the bone. "We're desperate." They rushed back to their cave. "Here, son," said Mr. Wolf. "Would you like a little snack?" Naturally, Small Wolf wouldn't gnaw the bone. He just nibbled it round the edges very politely, like boys are supposed to do. For a few seconds, nothing changed. "That magic bone's useless," growled Mr. Wolf. "I knew it wouldn't work." "No, he's going to stay human," said Mrs. Wolf. "We'd better go and wash behind our ears." But then something started to happen. Small Wolf's smooth hands grew hairy again. His 10 pink fingernails became 10 long claws. His hairy ears came back, and his lovely long hairy tail reappeared. He dropped onto all fours and went trotting out of the cave. "I'm a wolf again!" "Where are you going?" Mrs. Wolf shouted after him. "I'm going to sniff at pongy things and scratch myself," said Small Wolf. "Hooray!" Mr. Wolf hardly dared hope. He had his wolf son really come back. Then Small Wolf rushed up to the nearest tree. "Oh, joy!" cried Mr. Wolf. "He's piddling up trees again." Small Wolf loped off to howl at the moon. "Welcome back, son," said Mrs. Wolf. "Izzy, come say hello. Come say hello. Come on. Here's my Small Wolf." Naughty.